Guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Eva Anthony. Just for those people that are seeing this beautiful face for the first time, hi, welcome to my channel. Thank you for stopping by, and for all my returning subscribers, you guys are, thank you for always coming through. So in today's video, I'm going to be talking about a few mistakes or some mistakes I made and you are making at this point in time when it comes to editing your videos. So if you're interested and if you want to know what these mistakes are and how you can correct them, definitely watch this video till the end, and I'll be seeing you after this break. Okay, so the first thing we're going to be talking about is you thinking that your software is not good enough. What I'm going to tell you now is that whatever editing app you have on your phone, roll with it. Don't think that there's something else better out there. Like, you'll probably be saying the grass is greener on the other side, and I am saying that you should water the grass wherever you are. You are not necessarily familiar with editing, so when it comes to your editing software, whichever you have first or whichever you can be able to assimilate and understand better, I suggest that you roll with that. Don't think your software is not good enough. Don't think your software cannot do some things that you see in other people's videos. Try your best. Look for a software that works for you. Look for a software that is good for you. Go through that software like front and back. You will definitely see something that you like when it comes to editing effects and all of those beautiful things that you see on some editing apps. When I started with iMovie, and from iMovie I moved on to KINEMASTER. So I'm currently using the paid version of KINEMASTER, and it works perfectly for me. So just look for something that is good for you. Look for something that you can work with at the time, pending when you start understanding and getting to know more editing apps as you move on in your journey. That mistake you're making is probably not having a plan for pre-production and post-production. What I mean here is, for every content that you want to produce, for every video that you want to make, you need to have a plan. It is very important. Be it a makeup video, be it a vlog, be it a regular video, or this type of content, you need to have a plan, or should I say a script. I know probably you might be having the feeling that this is just a vlog, so I don't necessarily need a plan. Let me cut you short there. You definitely do need a plan, definitely. Why? Because take for instance a vlog. A vlog is more like a movie. A vlog is like you telling a story, and I know you want that storytelling to follow through, like you want them to make sense, yeah? And because you want it to make sense, it is very important that you have a plan. You need to know what scene comes before what and what scene comes after. If not, that particular vlog might not be as interesting and engaging as you want it to be. For example, when I make a vlog and I want to show you when I'm going to get tea, or when I want to make tea, then my plan or my content would look like this. I'll definitely be showing you when I wake up from bed. I'll definitely be showing you when I'm going to the kitchen, when I make my tea, and probably when I'm drinking my tea. Why I'll be doing this is because a vlog is a movie, like I said earlier. So you want every piece of information to be intertwined, to be connected in some way, because you want to tell a story and you want your audience to be able to relate to that story. Now, what a plan would help you to do in this case is to help you know that, okay, you've done this particular thing. If there is any other video you would like to add in that said vlog, a plan would help you remember all those things. A B-roll is basically a video that is added to the main shot or the main footage, which is known as the A-roll. Something like what I did with the vlog, yeah, that's a B-roll. It's just a shot that is used to better explain a video that you're showing. A plan definitely helps you to remember everything that you want to say, everything you want to add into a video, so your audience do not look lost while they are watching, because nobody wants a useless content or a useless footage. I definitely do not want to make a useless content, because all of this is hard work. I would suggest that you just save yourself all this trouble and your audience by creating a plan for every content you want to create. This will be bringing us into the next point, which is not making a plan before you edit. I'm going to use a makeup video for this example, as an example in this case. Now, if you're making a makeup video, you need to have in your head, you need to know what mood you want to set in that makeup video. Now, do you want your audience to be calm while watching that content, that makeup video? Do you want them to be happy? Do you want them to be sad? You know, what kind of vibe do you want us to have while watching that makeup video? What kind of mood do you want to set? What kind of emotions do you want us to feel while watching that makeup video? When you have this in mind, when you have this planned out before you start editing, it makes your editing work very, very fast. It makes everything really, really smooth. It helps you know where you want to add transitions. It helps you know where you want to add any slow motion effect or any effect at all. It helps you know where you want to add stickers. So a plan is just the right thing to do. A plan is just the right way to go, because it will definitely make your content or make your editing work a lot faster, not even a little bit. Now let's talk about music. As a content creator, or let's say you're making a content for a makeup video or a vlog or any kind of video in general, and you are filming, or you actually filmed when you are waking up from bed, you need to set the mood. You need to set the vibe. You need to know what kind of music to put when you're just waking up. You definitely cannot use this kind of music when waking up from bed. You need to set the mood. Your music will help you to know, or your video would help you to know what kind of music to use. Now, if you use that kind of music, you know that it doesn't necessarily set, or it doesn't necessarily tell the actual story, because you are just waking up from bed. Why are you having a high beat music? Do you understand? It has to be something really, really subtle, something really, really calm, something really, really dreamy, you know. Now, these are the things you need to think about while editing, because most of you make this kind of mistakes, and you really need to stop making this kind of mistakes, because I mean, so you would rather want to use a beat like this. You can see that it makes more sense. It makes more sense when you use this kind of calm, relaxing music or audio when you are waking up from bed. You have to make sure that the music you use helps to further tell your story and has to sync with your storytelling to further help us understand what you're trying to pass across. If not, you'll be losing a lot of viewers, because we are not understanding what you're doing. Now, still talking about music, this is another mistake that you're probably making. Your music is too loud. So before I go further to talk about not having loud music and all of that, let me play this for you guys. So yeah, I'm sure you couldn't hear anything. Well, that was actually my very first video when I started my YouTube channel. My very first video that I put on my YouTube channel. That was it. Music was too loud. I couldn't even hear myself. Which brings me to this point. Whenever you're adding any music to your video, you want it to be in the background. That is the idea. When I'm adding music to this video now, it has to be very, 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 very low. Like, just so that you guys can hear what I'm saying. You do not want to use your music to overshadow what you're saying. How exactly are we now going to hear what you have to tell us? It's called a background music for a reason, so allow that music be in the background. Loud music would definitely leave your viewers confused and distracted, and honestly they would leave, because I know I would leave. I know I would leave that video, and you do not want to start losing viewers when you're starting out on your YouTube channel. So make sure the music in your background is calm and soothing, except there's something else you want us to know or something else you want us to see, then you can use any other type of music. Or for anything else, try and make sure that your music is really, really calm and soothing and relaxing. The next point we're going to be talking about is over editing. Now, I'm here to tell you that if you do not shoot your content in perfect condition, Do not expect anything more close to production. The software is just going to give you what you put in it, you know, like garbage in, garbage out. What you give me is what you get, especially when it comes to color grading and color correction. There is just so much that you can do when it comes to color correction or color grading, when you want your skin tone to look good. Remember that there is no such thing as a perfect video. If you have this in mind, it will help you in a lot of ways. You can only come close to a perfect video, but then having a perfect video, I don't think there's anything like that. Now, still on color grading or color correction, if you do not know what it's talking about, I suggest you do not even touch it, because that thing is as tricky as, I don't know. You try to make sure that everything is nearly perfect, just so that when you put your footage in your editing software, you do not have to do a lot of things and then start over editing and your video comes out looking like, yeah. Another thing when it comes to over editing is the use of effects and then transitions and all of those good stuff. When you want to pass a message in your video and probably you want everybody to know that you're feeling sad, it is fine to like set the mood for sadness. But in a case where you use effects at every point, it doesn't make any sense. You just want to use your effects sparingly. Do not use it all over the place, so that your video doesn't come out looking like something that's a very amateur person did. You know, you just want to use everything at once. You are going to definitely make more videos, so you have more videos to use those other effects that you didn't use. Do you understand? So there's no point trying to over edit and then making your video look really terrible at the end of the day. The last mistake you are probably making that I'm going to be talking about is that you do not focus on the content. Focus on one thing at a time. What I mean is, when you import your footage into your editing software, I want you to focus on the content first before adding transitions or adding effects or adding stickers. Make sure that you're done with the content before you start adding all those other things, because if you start editing your content with all these other things, in my opinion, I feel it's going to really take you, it will really make your work slow. Another thing is that I want you to focus on producing one content at a time. Now, what I mean here is, probably you filmed like 3 videos in a day, or you filmed 5 videos, or you have other videos already in place for you to edit. Now, I want you to pick a content and edit it all through to the end before coming back to start another content. You do not want to start editing this content, leave it halfway, go to another content, leave it quarter way, and then leave all these contents all over the place. Make sure that you pick a content and finish it all through to the end before picking another content. This way you would be more effective, because if you do all those pick and drop, at the end of the day you might get confused. So for my pro tip today, whenever you are making your video and you want to add some other things, and you want to remember that you have to add some other things to that video. For example, if you want to add a b-roll, you could just put your hand in front like this and then say something like add a b-roll at this point. So when editing, you would definitely remember. I do that a lot. Or you say something like put this clip before the other one. This way you would never forget, because while editing you're actually watching your content, yeah. So you would definitely get to this part where you say add something or put something, or make sure that you add this clip before the other. I know it might sound silly, but it truly works. It truly works, at least for me. So you could try it out. So this is the end of the video. If this video was helpful, feel free to drop a comment down below. I'll be there interacting with you guys. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give us a thumbs up. Thank you all so much for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't, and I'll be seeing you in my next